in the backspace, I can put margin information. Information which is put into the margin. Margin is, how to say, it is an element which you can use or not use. And it is put on what is white on the paper in the left side and on the right side. If you have a document in which you have a lot of margin information, you will of course never use that the width is middle. Then you will say, okay, backspace is so much, then I want a width of text which is so much, and the rest is white space, and on this space you can say my margin will take so much, so that you still have something white outside. Yes? So in fact, yes?
Could you make it a little bit bigger? Because it's hard to read.
I don't know whether that is possible, but it is possible. Better?
Yeah.
And middle means that, what middle means?
Middle in this case means that context is calculating the left and the right
And
to be the same.
Ah, I see.
This is just only very short. If you use now the command, yes, show frame, you will see lines, and you see also that these lines, you see, this is, and this is the same. The same size. Yes?
But the page is not a number, but it says middle, so it uses the whole space, yes?
It uses the whole paper size,
Yes.
and will reduce it by the top space on top, and because this is middle, this same, and this is the same.
Yeah.
So, one important thing when looking at this calculation of the area in which we can place things, we must always take into account the space for the header and the space for the footer and the space between the text and the header and the footer and the text itself. That together makes up the height of your, no, not A4, it makes up the height of your area in which you will be able to put things. So if you define text height to be 250 millimeters, that includes the header distance, the text height, plus footer distance and the footer. If you put that, of course, if you header and footer is 0, your text height is identical to these 250 millimeters.
I've tried to play a bit with your special paper sizes. Define it 10 by 15 centimeters and nothing changed. Until I realized that when you set up lower, which made everything which I did above worthless. Because if you just define paper size and then set up papers A4,
Okay, well,
and
sure.
My question is, when commenting out that line, it works fine. My question is it possible to get some warnings, or you redefined paper size that you get a hint, or you changed things which maybe we didn't want to change?
I think that, no, there is no warning in this case. Because as long as context thinks everything is okay, it does not complain.
Yeah,
because still valid, standard value will always be valid.
But could you see from some local file that it was that value and then it had changed at some point?
Not directly in the log, but that is something else we have. I show the here. There is another command. If we have if we want to check whether things work out well, there is another command which is called show layout, and this will give you a long list of many parameters. There is more information in that table you get. You can do that. Just type show layout in our trial file, ConTeXtWorks, and then you will get, of course, more pages of output, and you get a lot of parameters which are there. Of course,
you can put it anywhere in the file, or after text, before text, or
anywhere. Doesn't, because it will read it and will produce that output. No?
It's on the log file, okay. It's in the log file.
Yes, in your own. In the PDF.
Yeah, I also remember it was the PDF, but it's in log
if you put show layout inside start text, stop text, it will be the output.
Otherwise it will be
In the log file. So of course, like in every text system, we have a log file. After each run there is a log file. And you can find a lot of information there. As explained yesterday by Barbara Peter, this is your friend. A log file is your friend. Because you can read in there what might be trouble, what might be a problem. So if you use show layout as a preamble command, then it will be put, the information will be put into the log file. If you put it between start text, stop text, you can have it on paper.
Then I changed left margin width to a stupid value, and I didn't see any effect.
What kind of value did you use for that?
I the left margin width, you gave 10 millimeters, I changed it to 17 millimeters, and so nothing.
Yeah, sure. If you want to increase your margins, you must take into account that your backspace must be big enough. Otherwise, it is falling off the page.
Ah, I see.
That is the thing,
Yeah.
which is you can make a layout in such a way, but if context is going to put it I have no paper, so it is fine. It runs also the paper. So this is a trouble. This is sometimes a little bit difficult to understand, but this is the concept.
Yeah.
This is the concept that these margins are some kind of virtual things. Of course, if you want them to appear, we must make space for them. So if you have a left margin which must be 3 centimeters, because you want to put something there, of course you will have to increase backspace to at least 3 centimeters, otherwise you don't have this paper, because the backspace is taking paper. Yes?
So in the end, it means I would have to do some calculation.
Yes. You must know what you want.
So it doesn't make sense to play stupid. I need to be a little bit smart to calculate.
It is a good idea, it's a good idea to, because this is my way of working, and I have no problem with that, and it's probably difficult for people who are used to do later, to start such things automatically. Yes? So if you design a page in context, you need to think what you want to achieve. You need to know, okay, I have a document in which I will have a lot of margin text, so I will have to choose reasonable values for the margin. Basically what you want to choose. So
question about the show layout.
Yes.
Now I'm in this LaTeX context, and I get 4 fictions.
Yes.
It's all the information. Yeah, but it's always the same information. It's 4 identical pages. So, yeah. I will understand for left pages and right pages, that might be.
I must ask Hans, because now that you say it, I saw it myself. Als je, if you use the command show layout, you get of course the list, but it is strange that you get it 4 times.
Yes, with double-sided you can see the differences.
Yeah, but left side, right side, I understand I write 4 pages.
We have not set up.
Because you can have a double-sided, single-sided combination. It is always the same that you start your document, and the first page is not basic. So to make sure that you always have a basic pair, I do 4.
Okay.
So in principle you can see if you have, if your browser has a view, you have the first page, the spread, and the last page.
So there is something to be said at this moment. I did not want to go into that. Why? Because if we produce a invoice as our project, we have most normally a single page. If you produce a big document, very soon you will start to say, but it will be a book, so I need left and right pages. So you have to say to top context, this will be a double-sided document. In that case, context automatically switches on even pages to margins. Yes? So that you don't have to care about how will my right page or left page look like. I define the right page, and context automatically will be the left page mirror.
So what is left margin on the right will be the right margin on the left.
So it is, if the right margin is big, it will be the left margin which is big on the even page, on the left page. Yes? And for make it easy and not having a very complicated show layout command, always Hans produces 4 times this information. If it is a double-sided document, you will see that the even page has different figures concerning margins than the right one. Yes. And to have always a spread, a left and a right page, Hans makes 4 pages, so there should be a spread. Yes? Anyway. Huh? Okay. So what I put here in this table is just what is standard. Yes? Standard. For instance, standard top space is 2.5, which is, let's say, fairly standard. I think even ISO thing. In ISO letter things, you have 2.5 centimeters of top space. The backspace is also 2.5. Of course, there is a lot of more information, but I think we will be a very long time busy with all
4
kinds.
pages of information.
Yes, yes. It is 4 times the same information in this case. If you have a double-sided document, it is not
it's 4 times the same.
Yes, because there are automatically produced 4 pages, so that context is able to tell you left and right differences in case you have a double-sided document. But this is a single-sided document, so you have 4 times the same. Okay. Of course, we want later on put information into the headers area and in the footer area. So we need to set up this header and footer. Basically, these 2 commands work precisely in the same way. So we can discuss the setup header text and apply the same to the footer. So setup header text has initially 4 pairs of brackets, because we can put text on an odd page left, we can put text right, on an odd page, and we can do the same on even pages. So we can put 4 texts on a spread, which are all different. We can also use, of course, that it is becoming the same, but we have the option to put 4 texts on a double-sided document. We can put 4 texts in the header, which are completely different.